Hello and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, February 26th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. We have a 9-game NBA slate ahead of us. An interesting one, to say the least. 6 of the 9 games. Great number. We have an all-start at 6 p.m. here. We have crazy early slate here. 6 games in the early slot. 3 late games here overall. And then 6 of the 9 games again, very great number, have a spread of 7.5 or higher. Very interesting slate to say the least. OKC, Brooklyn, minus 17. Toronto, Indiana, minus 9. Philly, New York, minus 10. Sacramento, Houston, minus 8. I think that's wrong. No, it's Sacramento versus Utah, minus 8. And then Clippers, Bulls is minus 7. So interesting slate to say the least. And all these are going to be all at one time. So fun day ahead of us. A little foreshadowing. Today's theme of plays, after looking at it, is PRAs. Maybe making up for the Giannis play yesterday. 4 plays here that I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action. Yesterday's NBA ended up going 2-2 in best bets yesterday. Luka Doncic, man, I was with the nation. I was with the world. Probably just was a first quarter bet. He was dominant in the first quarter, I think, with 10. Finished the game with like 20. LeBron James took over in the fourth quarter. He kind of wished it was Luka, but they were doubling Luka the moment he crossed the court. It is what it is. Probably the game against Dallas. In Dallas, he'll go bonkers, but triple-double. He was incredible. Points was just not it. Probably anywhere else he probably feasted, but not PRAs. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo over 43.5. If you got 42, congratulations. You hit 44, finished at 43. We were one shy. I was upset. He missed a few free throws, but he made 9 of 12, so it's like I can't be that mad about that. Just wish a rebound went his way late in the game. With like 3 minutes ago, he just wasn't getting many boards, which was different. But Jayson Tatum, rebounds, assists, he was dominant in that matchup overall. Cashed it in the first half. Weirdly enough, if you would have told me yesterday Tatum would have gotten a double-double, I would have told you it was rebounds. But not assists, 10 assists. He was passing the ball like no other. The rebounds just weren't bouncing his way. I just checked this morning. He had 6 rebounds. The rebound chances was at 6. So he got all the ones that he tried for. And then Ja Morant, he's an MVP. I think the first half, he shot like 1 for 12. He only had like 4 points in the first half or 2. He was shooting poorly. I think he was 0 for 8 from the field. Second half, he was dominant. Late in the game, he was dominant. Ja Morant, we love you. Anytime Ja Morant plays the Suns, it's an auto play, and that shows. Even when he has a poor first half, he makes up for it in the second half. Yesterday, 2-2 day. I'm wanting a 4-0 sweep. It would be amazing. It would be fun. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this Philly-New York Knicks matchup here. Minus 10 spread, and I'm not worried about it because Tibbs plays his starters no matter what, even if it's a blowout. And I think this is a beautiful, beautiful spot for Josh Hart here. So give me Josh Hart over 32.5 points, rebounds, assists, coming in at minus 110 on FanDuel. Philly allows the 6th most points, the 3rd most rebounds, and the 2nd most assists to the small forward position. Philly, these last 15 games, allow the 7th most points and the 5th most rebounds to the small forward position. Philly, these last 7 games, allow the 5th most rebounds and the 3rd most assists to the small forward position. This is a great spot for Josh Hart, who absolutely feasts against the Philadelphia 76ers. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 4 against Philly, averaging 35.7 PRAs. With his last 2 games, he had a triple-double in both of them. I do like him. If you want to sprinkle triple-double, I like him getting a triple-double. His last 4 games against Philly, he had 31, 37, 36 in his most recent game. 39 points, rebounds, assists. He's been balling out. He's got this over 3 for his last 5 overall, averaging 35 PRAs, which I love. The last 5 games, he's played 40-plus minutes, so he'll be out there. He'll have plenty of tread against this Phillies team that's kind of given up overall. I think Josh Hart's going to be pretty aggressive here overall in this matchup here. I think the role players and blowouts perform more than the star players in Brunson and Cat here. I think Josh Hart, he has a great history of getting the over as well. The projections have him at 33 PRAs, and he's been balling these last 3 games. 45, 34, and 40 points, rebounds, assists. He has been balling out overall. He's gone over 6 for his last 9 against Philly. Great number overall. So he has great history of getting the over. Has a great matchup here again. Philly, these last 30 games, allowing the 6th most points, the 3rd most rebounds, and the 2nd most assists to the small forward position. Great history getting the over. My projections have met 33 PRAs here. So give me Josh Hart over 32.5 PRAs. Going into the Portland Trailblazers Washington Wizards matchup. Weird that I normally don't make plays in these games here. I try to lean away some of the bad teams here. Hey, that's what I do. I like betting on teams that betting on good teams and in good matchups overall. But I'm a sucker for a revenge narrative, as you saw last night. When in doubt, just bet Luka out of the cuff. The same here goes for any other player here. And Deni Avdija, who got traded by the Wizards. I wanted him on the Bulls back in the day. He was like texting my friends the whole time, be like, Deni, Bull. He's returning back to Washington. I think he's going to come out with a little revenge here. So give me Deni Avdija over 20, totally butchered his name, man. Deni Avdija over 29.5 PRAs coming in at -120 on DraftKings. He has a great matchup here on the season. The Wizards allow the 7th most points, the 7th most rebounds, the 4th most assists, and the 10th most threes to the shooting guard position. So Deni has a great spot here, and this is his first game post the trade against the Wizards team, so a little revenge is on his mind here. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5, averaging 29.4 PRAs. Love this matchup here because Washington, these last 30 games here, Washington, these last 30 games, allow the 5th most points and the 9th most threes to the shooting guard position. These last 15 games, they'll allow the 8th most assists, and then the last 7 games, the 10th most assists to the shooting guard position. So Deni has a great spot here overall. But one issue with Deni overall is he has peaks and valleys. That's the one downside with gambling on him. His last 5 games, ready for this? 30 PRs, which is the over. 20, way under. 37, way over. 23, way under. And 37. So a lot of peaks and valleys here. And this being a revenge game, I think we're going to end on this peak here. Back-to-back peaks over here. Back-to-back peaks overall. These last 5 games, he's taking more shots, 12 field goal attempts per game these last 5. On the season, he was only averaging 10, so 2 more shots, 2 more opportunities to cash the over for us overall. When he takes 12 shots in a game, he gets the over 65% of the time, so if he gets to that 12-shot mark, I feel very good about him getting his over. He's been great passing the ball as well. These last 5 games, he's averaging 4.6 assists per game, with his last 5 having 8, 1, 5, and 4, and then 5 assists again. So he's been passing the ball for 4 of his last 5 having 4+ assists, so I love that overall. And he's been scoring a lot. These last 5 games, he scored 16, 14, 28, 5, and 18. He's been scoring a lot more than normal here. So if he gets, I have him projected at 33 PRAs in this matchup, so get a nice little cushion on this overall. This being a revenge game narrative, great season history against this Wizards team overall. Butchering on my words. So I think Deni will have a great game here. Like I said, projected at 33 PRAs. He's been scoring a lot. He's been passing a lot. And Wizards, they stink at guarding the shooting guard position. One of the closer spreads on the day, -5, 228. So give me Deni in a revenge spot to go over 29.5 points, rebounds, assists. Going into the, I think my last 2 plays. No, one more play in the. I will go jumping into the late game, and then got one more play at the end of the day here. So for my third best bet here, going to be in this Clippers-Chicago Bulls matchup here. I'm an auto play right here. I'm auto playing this guy until he proves me wrong. I did it last season with Kobe White. I think we rode Kobe White for like 13 straight overs for him. I'm riding with Josh Giddey here. He is one of the only Bulls that has been consistent and has looked really good, and he has a great spot here. So give me Josh Giddey to continue his domination run. Josh Giddey over 32.5 points, rebounds, assists, coming at -110 on DraftKings. These last 15 games, the Clippers allow the 9th most rebounds and the 9th most assists and the 9th most threes to the point guard position. So Giddey has a great opportunity here. These last 30 games, the Clippers allow the 2nd most rebounds to the point guard position. In these last 7 games, they give up the 7th most rebounds, the 2nd most assists, and the 9th most threes to the point guard position. So he has a great spot here with a team that sucks at giving up the rebounds and the assists to the point guard position overall. Hey, you could even splash him triple-double. The last time he played them, he dominated them. He had 37 PRAs in that matchup. I think he finished 1 assist shy in that game from a triple-double, so I think I kind of if you wanted to flirt with it, you could as well. He's gotten this over 3 for his last 5, averaging 35.8 PRAs, and he's been dominant. His last 3 games been hooping. 47, 42, and 47 PRAs. He's been a beast from Australia for us overall. He's gone over 4 for his last 5 with 1 day of rest, averaging 37.4 PRAs. Steady usage rate. He's going to have the ball 24% of the time. They just give him the ball here. There's a few injuries that we do not know about for this Bulls game. Is Lonzo Ball going to be playing in this matchup? They're going to be without Vooch and Jalen Smith, so they're going to be undermanned down low. So Giddey will be going after those boards for us here overall. And they've been getting killed by the point guard position. In these last 10 games, the Clippers have given up 48 to Cade, TJ McConnell 16, Hallie 42, Isaiah Collier 28, Desmond Bane 33, Reeves 35, and Vesel Micic 26. My projections have him at 34 PRAs in this matchup here. I think this is going to be a fun game overall. Both these teams are going to be pushing the pace here in Chicago, so I always give Josh Giddey a little extra boost in the Chicagoland area because he's been dominant here overall. Love this spot for Giddey, so Giddey on up. Give me the over 32.5 PRAs. And then the last points, rebounds, assists, play of the day. I don't know what the fuck I was doing there. I don't know. It felt good, but it felt weird after I kept going there overall. It's going to be in this Pistons-Boston Celtics matchup here. Celtics are on a back-to-back here. Pistons, surprisingly, if I had to tell you to guess what seed the Pistons are at, you would probably tell me, oh, they're in the play-in. Chris, they're in the play-in. No. They're actually the 6th seed. They're pretty fucking good. I think they even have a shot to become the 5th seed here overall. But I think Jayson Tatum is going to rain on their parade here. We're going to go Jayson Tatum back-to-back days overs. But I'm going with the PRAs here. I do like him rebounds, assists here. But I'm going with the PRAs because he has a great history of getting the over. So give me Jayson Tatum over 42.5 points, rebounds, assists coming at minus 105. On DraftKings, Detroit allows the 5th most points and the most threes to the power forward position. Great spot here for JT here, where he's got us over 5 for his last 5 games against this Pistons team, averaging 50.4 PRAs. The last 5 games against this Pistons team, he's had 56, 51, 54, 48, and then 43 in his most recent one. And he's gotten over 7 for his last 8 against this Pistons team. So great consistency of getting the over against the Pistons. And the Pistons, these last 7 games, allowed the third most, the Pistons in the last 15 games allowed the most threes to the power forward position, and then the most threes in the last 7 games. So they've been getting killed from beyond the arc. And JT last night, he struggled from three-point land. He shot 3 for 12. I think in this matchup, he will shoot better overall from downtown overall. He's been consistent getting the over 3 for his last 5, averaging 42.4 PRAs. I wish I would have gotten 41.5 overall. So if you see 41.5 on your book, I love that more than I love that. 42.5 I do like, but my projections have JT at 44. So just like some of the other ones, we're kind of flirting with closeness. But I think this being an extra boost with Detroit giving up the 5th most points and the most threes to the power forward position, and this game being good. 4-point spread, it's going to hover around the same number. We don't really know much about the Celtics injury. Is Porzingis still sick from his illness? I think Al Horford is out. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Boston Celtics, they might run small ball. And JT last night ran for 40 minutes. So I think he's going to consistently be on that court no matter what. And he's gotten this over 4 for his last 4 in Detroit, with his last 4 in Detroit being 43, 56, 51, and 43 in Detroit overall. Shot poorly last night overall, and big games to the power forward position from Detroit. Batum, 13. George Niang last night, 33. Holy crap. Jalen Smith, 16. Miles Bridges, 42. Larry Nance, 24. Evan Mobley had 46. And Pascal Siakam had 47 PRAs. Detroit gets killed by the power forward position. On a back-to-back, I'm a little nervous with it being a back-to-back. If I would have to knock it a little bit, he's yet to get this over on a back-to-back this season, so a little buyer's be choice there. But I think this being Detroit's 5th most points, the consistency of getting the over, this game being a close spread, 4.5. I think the Pistons are going to be a little more scrappier here, and I think JT will have to go boss mode like he has been against this Pistons team, 5 for his last 5. So give me Jayson Tatum to go over 42.5 points, rebounds, assists, and those are my 4 best PRAs, best bets. It was the theme of the day. I like having themes of the day for the video overall. So it's Josh Hart, PRAs, Deni, Avdija, over PRAs, Josh Giddey, the Giddler, over PRAs, and then Jayson Tatum, over PRAs. If I'm giving you a little other not gambling advice, maybe a little Josh Hart, Josh Giddey, a little triple-double action, like that overall. Josh Hart last 2 against this 76ers team had a triple-double. Josh Giddey was 1 assist shy from a triple-double the last time he played the Clippers, and they suck at guarding the point guard position, and the Bulls are going to be without center. So Josh Giddey rebounds have been consistent. We just need those assists to get there for that overall 9-game slate. 6 of the games at 6 o'clock. Let me know down below, what's your favorite play in the NBA today or in college basketball? Love riding college basketball with people, even though it's not my, I'm a live better for college basketball. I do mostly like go off the vibes of the game, or if some team's down, I go off of them. But before the games, I'm pretty much like college football. If I bet one team, that team ends up being poorly that week overall. But let me know down below, what's your favorite play? Could be in college, could be in NHL, or in the NBA. Hopefully, having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.